Malcolm in the Middle is the shit, bro. I don't care what anybody says, bro. Malcolm in the Middle is the shit. Legit, bro. It's the top three sitcom. I do not care. I marathon like Malcolm in the Middle like 10 times. I'm not gonna lie, growing up, but I never finished it. For some reason, I don't know what it was. I think it's probably because of the consensus of the later seasons. How obviously, like I think that's any show. Like the later seasons is not as good as the earlier seasons and everything. But at least from what I've seen, from what I watched, because I started season 7, right? Malcolm in the Middle got 7 seasons. I started up on season 7, so maybe around like episode 13. Because prior I've already watched it. I don't know when I watched it, but apparently from what Hulu, because that's where I watched it at, told me that I watched it apparently. So I started out from episode 13 on season 7 up to about episode 22, which was the last episode, the graduation episode. And honestly, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it had some stink. I ain't gonna say it had no stinkers, because it didn't have no stinkers. It had some boring episodes, some filler, like some Boruto-ish kind of episodes, but it wasn't that bad, bro. It wasn't that bad. And I say this to say, man, don't listen to what everybody tell you, what everybody says. You will never know until you try. But it actually was not that bad. But yeah, bro, Malcolm in the Middle, man, that show is so good. I love the characters, like the character developments that they had in the show. Francis, Dewey, Reese, Malcolm, Lois. I like all of them niggas, bro. And they all white too. Nah, I'm playing. I like all of them, bro. Like this show is so hilarious. It's so fun. Like I like that dynamic. If I had to pick like my favorite relationships, like dynamic wise, like the brothers, I gotta say Reese and Malcolm. I think they might have the best relationship as a brother, because it's like obviously like the close in age, but I just like that dynamic that they have. I would say Reese and Malcolm, then I probably say Dewey and Francis, because the oldest brother and the youngest brother, well, besides Jamie or whatever, but like yeah, the oldest and the youngest brother and stuff. I like how that like Francis is trying to like start like a new, with Dewey, not trying to do the same shit like they did to Reese and Malcolm. I like that dynamic. I like that a lot. But yeah, bro, like top three wise, Malcolm in the Middle is definitely it for me. Now I can't tell you my top three from the top of my mind right now, but bro, I remember back in the day, like, cause Malcolm in the Middle was around my time. I'm an '03 baby. It was around my time and everything like that, man. But I didn't really watch Malcolm in the Middle until growing up. But I remember I used to see the reruns. I think I've only seen like episode 1 and episode 2, the pilot episode, and then the episode with Lois and something about Lois and her dress getting ruined. I seen that was the only 2 episodes I remember from the top of my mind that I seen when I was younger. So maybe around like middle school ish is when I started. At least when I got Hulu subscriptions and everything like that, that's when I started watching Malcolm in the Middle. And then I don't know how I didn't finish it back then. Again, I used to marathon the fuck out of that show. I used to watch that shit all day, all night long, marathon it. Bro. That's how you fuck with a show. Whether it be a cartoon, whether it be an anime, anything like that, when you can fucking marathon that show, and not just one time, but like back to back to back to back. Like that's what niggas was doing with Empire, like shit like that. That's how you fuck with a show, man. But bro, like I said, I love that show so much, man. And they got a lot of iconic moments, a lot of iconic episodes, bro. I'm talking about just the main characters. Some of the side characters is dopest too, like Stevie, Cynthia. Shout out to Cynthia. Malcolm's friends as well. Besides Stevie, yeah, they cool. They cool, bro. Some of Francis' friends from the military, bro. Like, yeah, like even aside, like it's so. I think what makes that show so good is that it's realistic. It's very realistic. It's not as cliche. It can be, but it's not as cliche as some of these other shows, bro. Man, these like the 2000s, 2010s got some good ones too. Like some like I grew up with too as well, like iCarly. The 2010, well no, iCarly was in the 2000s. I'm tripping, but like the 2000s, the 90s might have been like the sitcom era, like the best, like the golden age of sitcoms, the 90s and the 2000s, bro. I don't know what the fuck they doing nowadays. I don't know. I'm not tapped in, but at the same time, my nigga, I am tapped in. I don't know what they doing, but bro, Malcolm in the Middle is a shit. It really is. And I'm happy that I finally took the time to watch it. I don't know why it took me so long, but I finally did it. But yeah, bro, watch it. Watch Malcolm in the Middle, man. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. It's very, like, realistic. It's not the typical family. It's like a Family Guy. Well, no. I ain't going to say dysfunctional. But again, you're gonna have a fun time with it. A lot of relatability to real life and everything. Not everything is rainbows and sunshine. You gonna fuck with it. You gonna fuck with it, man. But other than that, yeah, like I said, top three, no question, no doubt.